From the moment he entered the church that morning, everyone felt something was wrong with him, but no one could explain why. It wasn't his clothes or his face. It was the way he walked, slow and heavy, like his feet were dragging something invisible. The choir was singing softly, the incense floating lazily in the air, and yet the atmosphere felt strangely tight, like the whole building was holding its breath. Father Chinedu noticed him too. While preparing the gifts at the altar, he looked up and saw the stranger standing at the back, staring at him without blinking. The man did not sit. He did not cross himself. He just stood there with both hands in his pockets as if waiting for a signal no one else could hear. The tension grew as Mass continued. A baby cried suddenly and the mother rushed outside. A few people glanced backward at the man, whispering. Even the altar servers kept exchanging uneasy looks. But Father Chinedu continued the liturgy, though he could not shake the feeling that something dangerous was approaching. Then came the moment of consecration. The church was silent. The priest lifted the host gently, his voice steady but low. "This is my body." Before he could continue, the stranger moved. He started walking down the aisle quickly, his footsteps echoing through the silent church. People shifted in their seats. A woman gasped. The altar servers froze. Father Chinedu lowered the host slightly, confused. "My son, how can I help?" The man rushed the altar. Everything happened in a single heartbeat. A chair fell somewhere. Someone screamed. The stranger lunged forward, reaching for the chalice and the host as if trying to snatch them from the priest's hands. But the moment his fingers brushed the edge of the altar, something unexpected happened. The church lights flickered violently, once, twice, and then a sudden cold wind blew through the entire building even though all the windows were closed. The candles around the altar went out at the same time. A loud metallic sound like a deep bell rang from nowhere. The stranger stumbled backward, his face twisting in confusion and fear. People cried out, shielding their eyes, grabbing their children. The choir members dropped their hymn books. Even Father Chinedu staggered slightly, trying to understand what he had just witnessed. The wind died as suddenly as it came. Then a strange silence followed. The stranger was on his knees now, though no one saw how he got there. He looked terrified, his hands shaking uncontrollably as he stared at them like they no longer belonged to him. Father Chinedu slowly approached him, still holding the host carefully. "Why did you come here?" he asked gently. The man's voice came out broken. "I don't know. I don't know what came over me. I felt something pushing me inside my mind, telling me to destroy this moment. But when I touched the altar..." He swallowed hard, his eyes wide. "It was like fire without heat. Something pushed me back." Some members of the congregation rushed to the front, trying to understand what was happening. Others kept their distance, unsure whether this was danger or miracle. The man bent forward and pressed his forehead to the floor, breathing fast. "I came here with anger. I wanted to embarrass the church. I wanted to challenge God." Tears rolled down his face. "But something stopped me. Something stronger than me." Father Chinedu's voice was calm, yet every word carried weight. "What tried to use your anger has no power in this place." The man looked up weakly. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Before anyone could respond, another strange moment occurred. The candles around the altar slowly lit themselves one by one, their flames rising on their own as though guided by invisible hands. The entire church gasped again, but this time the air felt warm, peaceful, even comforting. The stranger collapsed fully to the floor, exhausted but calm, as if whatever controlled him had finally left. Two ushers gently helped him stand. He leaned on them, still shaking but no longer wild or dangerous. Father Chinedu raised the host once more, his voice firmer than before. "This is my body." And this time, the whole church listened with a new kind of silence, one filled with awe instead of fear. When Mass ended, many people gathered outside, talking in hushed voices about the strange wind, the flickering lights, the candles that lit themselves. Some insisted it was a miracle. Others believed the man had come with dark intentions but was stopped by something holy. Nobody agreed on the details, but everyone agreed on one thing. Something beyond ordinary had happened. As for the stranger, he stood quietly beside the priest's house afterward. His eyes were red, but his voice was steady. "Father," he said softly, "please teach me how to change my life." Father Chinedu placed a hand on his shoulder. "You have already begun." And for the first time that day, the man managed a small, shaking smile. Whatever had tried to act through him had failed, but what happened in that church would not be forgotten any time soon. The story spread across town, then across nearby villages, each person adding their own version. Some said they saw a bright light around the altar. Others claimed the wind carried a voice. But however the story changed, one thing remained the same. When he attacked the priest during consecration, something he could not fight pushed him back. And it was at that moment everyone understood there are battles humans pick, and battles humans cannot win.